Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. We are here today with a review of my round 1 fantasy team. This recording got delayed a couple of times, so this is going to come out on the day of round 2 starting, hopefully before the game starts, but I can't guarantee that. So let's get straight in to a review of my round 1 team. It didn't go fantastically, to say the least. Score of 2007. Barely managed to crack the 2000. That would have been very disappointing if I didn't crack that. And my rank is 41k. Not great, to say the least. There were quite a few disappointing players on my team that I expected better from. In the back line, we had Lockie Ash, Harry Perryman. I expected more from both of them. Lockie Ash at least made a fair bit of cash because of his good opening round score, but with the way he played in that opening round and also the preseason, I was expecting a little better from him. Wet conditions maybe just didn't suit his play style. I'm gonna back him in at least like a couple more rounds or one more round, and if he stinks it up again, then he's out. But I'm gonna back him in just for now. Harry Perryman, on the other hand, I'm not backing in. 49, that is terrible. Seriously, in a game where his team flogged the opposition, Collingwood laid a lot of tackles, and Perryman is supposedly a pretty good tackler. He was unsighted all day, and he's gone backwards in cash. So he's got to go. I'm not confident that he's going to make his break even of 92 this week. That seems like it's going to be a ceiling score for him because he scored 99 in the preseason, 90 in opening round. So he hasn't shown an ability to score big hundreds or hundreds at all. So I'm not confident in him making that break even, especially after that performance. Sam Taylor, 47. I should have played him on the bench. He did make bulk coin. He was the highest price rise of the round, but I should have just picked the coning. I was tossing and turning. I just didn't have enough confidence in the coning because of his preseason score and the fact that, Chris Scott isn't exactly an AFL fantasy player. The Geelong Cats, it's always a bit of a risk picking any of those players, and I just wasn't confident enough. I should have picked him though because he scored 120. Liam Reedy, he was going up against Liam Reedy. That was as easy of a matchup as you could ask for. I should have just backed him in, and he wouldn't have even made that much less cash than what Sam Taylor did in the end. So, bit of a mistake on that pick, but at least Taylor made me quite a bit of cash. So, not the worst pick in the world. Moving on to the midfield, Will Ashcroft. I expected more from him. I'm going to back him in. He's got the Eagles this week, and then I think Richmond a couple weeks later. He's also got Geelong in round 3. So I am going to back him in to improve. I think he's got an easy run, and he should be able to turn things around. Will Day, also a little bit disappointing. Obviously, he's not going to score 130 every week, but I was hoping that he would at least get somewhere close to 100 in that game. Still made cash, and he is still going to be sticking around the team for at least another few weeks. Up forward, Jason Horne-Francis. His team got smashed, so hopefully that was the only reason why he scored poorly. If he's in a winning team, hopefully he can score plenty more than that. Riley Sanders, his role was not what I thought it would be. In the second half, I think I heard that he didn't actually face a single centre bounce attendance. That's a bit concerning. He scored 2 goals in the second half, and then Fraser played more time in the midfield, and he played quite well. So, you would think going into next round, considering that Sanders kicked a couple goals up forward and Fraser played well in the midfield, they're probably going to roll with that again next week. So, I'm not confident that he's going to get as many centre bounces as I thought he was, and considering he only just managed to get to his break even, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep him in the team. Anyways, moving on to the positives now. There were plenty of positives. The 2 Bruckman, Tom de Koning, awesome. Max Gawn, I could have gone with him or Cherry. Either one, they basically scored the same thing. I would have captained either one of them, and yeah, that was a good call. Would have been a good call if I went with Cherry. Hopefully Gawn can keep it up. In the midfield, Dawson got tagged for a half and still managed to score 126. Very good signs. Connor Rosie, his team got obliterated and he still managed 112. Again, like with Horn Francis, I think that his scoring should only go up if he's playing in a winning team. They should beat Richmond this week. They should bounce back and have fire in the belly. And if they are able to pull off a good win against Richmond, then he should be amongst the fantasy scorers again. Then down back, look, it wasn't a great week down back, but Joel Frazier, brilliant stuff. Went into the midfield in the second half and he was fantastic. Cracked the ton right at the end of the game. Fantastic stuff. I'm glad that I don't have to try and fix up my team by getting him in. Because, yeah, there's a lot of people who are having to do fix-up trades down back. I'm one of them, but I'm glad that I don't have to worry about getting Frazier in. So, that is... Oh, and while we're talking of positives, look at these bench scores. Only one player on my bench scored below 60. We had Max Hall. I'm glad I picked him, scored 82. And now people are trying to, frantically get him into their team. So, I made the right call on that one. Camporelli, or Camporelli, however you say his name. I was almost going to field him. I didn't quite have the confidence to do it. And really, I probably should have in the end, because he did better than Finn O'Sullivan and also Garcia in the midfield. So yeah, look, I would have liked to have had Levi Ashcroft. Unfortunately, I traded him out for Murphy Reed. And then when it turned out Levi Ashcroft wasn't the starting sub, it was too late to get him back in the team, and I don't even think I realised he was not the starting sub anymore until the game had already started. So by that point, it would have been too late anyways. But Murphy Reed, he did his job. 4 goals, should have locked in his spot in the team for a while yet. So yeah, all my bench selections pretty good, I would think. Xavier Lindsay was the other one I missed out on. I'll consider trying to get him in the team, but you know what? I've seen a lot of people who have completely stuffed up some of their rookie selections. I don't think I'm one of those people. So while I've got a bit to fix up on the field, I think I made pretty good rookie selections. So let's get into the trades. Let's hop on over to the trade center. I know for a fact that I'm going to be trading out Harry Perryman. He's first on the chopping block, and I think we've got to get Sam De Koning in. He's coming up against St Kilda this week, so he's going to be rucking against Harry Boyd, Rowan Marshall. I don't even think he's a certainty to play that game with how sore and injured he looked in round 1. So even if he is playing, he's going to be pretty much a key forward for the entirety of the match. So Sam De Koning should have another field day against Harry Boyd. It's not too late to get onto him, I don't think. I would have liked to have had him in round 1, but I feel like he should go close to repeating what he did in round 1 against Harry Boyd. So we're going to lock that trade in. That makes us a bit of cash, downgrading to De Koning. And yeah, De Koning's price should only continue to keep rising. The other trade, I was tossing and turning. I was going to go with Hugo Garcia at first. However, I have decided instead to part ways with Riley Sanders. I'm not confident in him keeping his value going up. I think that we might start to see his price go down in the coming weeks. If he is playing more forward time like he was in the second half last week, and I think he will because, well, Frazier showed that he is more than capable in the midfield, and Riley Sanders kicked a couple goals up forward. I think that Bevo is going to keep going with that combination. So he's got to go. I mean, Bevo, he does strange things all the time, but I don't really see any reason why they would chuck Riley Sanders back in the midfield when Frazier showed that he was more than capable. So we've got to move Riley Sanders into the midfield. And hopping back over to trade center, I want to get Ashcroft and Lindsay back in the team. I'm gonna only trade one of them in this week, and I'm probably more confident in Ashcroft, even though Lindsay was the highest scorer out of those two, and he is slightly cheaper as well. I have more confidence in Levi Ashcroft. He's got an easy run coming up, and I think he showed that on the weekend that he shouldn't be the sub anymore. He shouldn't be the starting sub, and with a few injuries that Brisbane have in their forward line, he should be able to find a spot and lock down that spot in the forward line. So Levi Ashcroft, let's just look up his name here. Levi Ashcroft's back in. I would have liked to have had him in the team this week or this last week, but it's not too late. Let's hop back on board the Ashcroft train. And that is going to wrap up my trades and my review of my team. So we've got $480,000 in the bank, so that's plenty of cash to do some more fix-up trades next week if need be. But anyways, I hope you did enjoy this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. Comment down your thoughts on my team and my trades in the comment section below. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.